All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus show. I am One Bar with Lupagus. And, we're going to be talking some NFL draft. We've been talking a lot of first round, probably sick of the names we've been ripping out. We're going to go to round three. We're going to go to round three options for the Minnesota Vikings.
Wait, I thought we were going to do a wrap up of the Puppy Bowl.
No, do they still do the Puppy Bowl?
Yeah, it's been on at my house all day long. It's horrible.
Yeah,
the guy who does Monday Night Football is doing it.
Well, I hope it was entertaining.
It's not.
This will be.
Yeah, and let's just say, Vikings have 2 third-rounders. This is not going to be the only time we talk about third-round options. So let's just get that. It's February. There's some early ones, maybe some names we haven't talked about too much yet, but definitely in the mix in that third-round range.
Yeah, we'll be doing players in every damn round. We're going to do them in round 2 because I still feel we're going to get a round 2 pick. We got pick 78 and 92 right now in round 3. And there's a lot of good round 3 guys, and we're going to rip out 5 of them for you right here.
Hell yeah. Why don't you start? I think you're doing one more than I am.
I am going to start with a hell of a safety, just a little guy, a Darius Washington from TCU, 5'8", 178. How much does that scare you before I get into him?
It's a little frightening, but, you look at Antoine Winfield Jr. is not much bigger. He had a great rookie year. So as Yoda once said, size matters not.
Wow. Yeah, this dude, he's kind of fantastic. I've watched quite a few of his highlights, and he might be 5'8", 178, but he does not play like that. It's kind of funny actually watching him because he clearly looks small, but he does not play small. He lays some hits, and the best part, he's a ball hawk. He can hang with some of the bigger receivers. He's a ball hawk. He's good against the run. He can lay a hit, and we definitely need a safety. I think safety is getting overlooked just because there's no safety option in round 1. I think if there was one, there would be very hot and heavy for the Vikings. But round 3 with those 2 picks, I think we'll definitely be looking at safety. And Darius Washington is a guy I love. And if he was taller, he'd be a first-round guy.
Yeah, and, third-round safety, I think definitely the Vikings are going to use one of their picks there. There's so many options. Darius Washington is just one of them. But you got Nasir Dean from FSU. You got Cisco. You got Grant. There's a handful of guys there. One of these picks has to be a safety. And I'd be completely fine if it's Washington. I think you're going to end up finding your starter opposite Harrison Smith in round 3 this year. So I definitely expect one of these picks, whether it's 78 or 92, to be a safety.
I would love it to be Washington. My Washington love is growing strong.
Yeah, that size is concerning, especially when you translate it to the NFL, but he can maybe at least pack some meat on him a little bit so those hits, he doesn't bounce off players.
He's an angry little guy.
Well, I'm going to go with an angry little guy on the offensive side of the ball. Wide receiver from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. This guy's only 5'9", 189 pounds, but he's a former defensive back, so he's got that kind of physical mentality about him. He attacks the ball, attacks his guys trying to cover him like he's playing defense. He's an excellent special teams player. Not only can he return kicks, he's a hell of a gunner. He flies down the field with reckless abandon, not afraid to hit anybody. He's got pretty sharp route running skills already, 121 receptions in his career, 2,244 yards, 15 touchdowns. 8 of those came last year. This guy averaged 27.5 kick return yards. So whether or not he doesn't make an impact on offense, you're getting yourself a core special teamer and a guy you can develop into your third receiver down the road.
Yeah, he could slide right into that number 3 receiver. I mean, I think he would be better off than the guys we got now at number 3. I think you'd at least push for him, but you hit it. He's a special teamer. He's fast. He's a clean route runner. That right there as a rookie, when I see this guy runs clean, crisp routes, that gets me very excited.
Yeah. How do you feel about having clean, crisp sheets on your bed?
I got to be honest. I don't wash my sheets as much as I probably should. So usually they feel dirty.
Oh, God. That's so much dead skin and hair in there.
Yeah.
Crust.
I need to work on that. That's my New Year's resolution. Clean my sheets more.
Jesus, it's almost 2022.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, let's see. What else do I got here? I'm going to go back to the defensive side of the ball. Darius Stills, defensive tackle, another big old fat need for the Vikings, depending on where they go in round 1. Could still be a need, but Stills, West Virginia, 281, 6'1", 3-tech defensive tackle. What I like about this guy is he seems to only give a shit about one thing, and that's getting to the quarterback. He doesn't appear to care about stopping the run or doing anything else. As long as he gets to the quarterback or close to him, Darius Stills is very happy, and that's something we haven't had. We get Michael Pierce back. We'll let him handle stuff in the run. We'll let Eric Kendricks handle stuff in the run. If we get Darius Stills just to get back there and cause some ruckus, I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's what he does. He has a variety of moves just to move the center out the ball, disrupt the time. And it's all he cares about. He's a one-trick pony, and that is to create interior pressure. But that's what we need. So I don't give a shit. Like you said, I don't care if he even makes a tackle, the guy run the football. I want him to disrupt the timing of the offense, get in the quarterback's head, attack that center every single time, blow things up. And that's what Darius Stills is. And that's what we need. So to me, it's a perfect fit. As long as you just let him, don't try to turn him into a complete, at least not in year one. Just, let him ball snap, do your thing. That's all you got to tell this guy. Disrupt. And I would love this pick in round 3 because it's what we need.
Yeah. If he had the opportunity to stuff a running back, he might not even do it just so he can save himself for the next play to try to get to the quarterback. Darius Stills. He's going to be a round 3 guy. I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I do too. And I like the pick. I think it's, his skill set. I mean, it's just a perfect matchup. So I'd be all for it. Absolutely.
West Virginia. All right. Who do you got?
I'm going back to the defensive line, a guy who provides a lot of versatility. This is kind of a guy you take if you get an edge rusher in round 1. Maybe you come back and look at this guy if he's there. It's Dayo Odeyingbo from Vanderbilt.
Dayo.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other added bonus you can say with this guy. Every time he makes a play, you go, Dayo. He's played D end. He's played D tackle. He's even played some nose tackle. He can stand up and rush to. Extremely versatile player. I mean, he's kind of one of these. We always talk about the swing offensive lineman who can play both sides, can play guard, tackle. This guy's that version on defense. 8 career sacks, 6'6", 265 pounds. He is raw. So whether if he's going to be strictly a D end, I think you're going to take some time to develop this guy. But you can move him all across the line. I think Mike Zimmer could have a lot of fun with him. With this is versatility. So he's kind of a Swiss Army knife on the D line, and a guy I think would make a lot of sense around 3, especially if you get that edge rusher early. Then you have another guy you can move around a little bit in year 1.
Yeah, he's just a freak. Like you said, he's huge, and he's got freakish athletic ability, and they have played him everywhere. I would love a guy like this. We've proven that we can turn these guys into stellar players. I hate that I just said stellar. That's the worst word ever. Turn them into very impactful players, and he fits the mold. I think this guy will probably get overdrafted, though. Some 3-4 team is really going to fall in love with him to put him on the outside. But he could be a very, very good defensive end for the Vikings.
Absolutely. Again, probably needs some time, but I think he has a role in year 1.
All right, final guy. Ben Cleveland, guard from Georgia, 6'6", 340, 4-year starter at Georgia, one of the strongest players in the draft. Defensive lineman had a tough time even moving this guy. He is the definition of a road grader. I mean, Dalvin Cook could have fun behind Ben Cleveland. He's a right guard. That's what he'll be in the NFL. We need a right guard. We need a left guard, but he could plop in right at right guard. And he's not the most athletic guy, but his strength makes up for it.
Well, yeah, and he's coming off a great Senior Bowl performance where I think he actually raised his stock quite a bit. Makes you wonder if he'll be there in round 3 or not. But yeah, I mean, we need a guard on both sides. If this guy's strictly right guard, then you looked at maybe moving Ezra Cleveland to left guard. If you're keeping Riley Reef, again, that's something the Vikings have to decide what they're going to do there. And hopefully they make some kind of decision soon because I'm sick of trying to guess what's going to happen. But yeah, Ben Cleveland, man. I mean, you get him in there, he's your starter day 1. Instant upgrade, and then his ability to move guys off the line with his size. I don't think you're going to see the Bears D tackles destroying us like they have in the past. The Packers guys, Ben Cleveland can hold his own. Nice, strong, wide base, strong lower buttocks. This guy is an anchor, and I think someone that again would be a day 1 starter. And you get that in the 3rd round. That's huge for the Vikings.
Yes, and the Vikings could squash their horrible reputation of failing on mid-round guards with the pick of Ben Cleveland.
You could actually, I didn't realize this till just now. You'd have Cleveland and Cleveland starting at guard, potentially.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. My parts just moved, just got me very excited. Very excited. That sounds like 2,000 yards for Dalvin Cook. Those are our 5 3rd-round guys for now. Something tells me we're going to do this video probably about 7 more times.
For sure.
More and more 3rd-round options for the Vikings.
And again, as we get closer to the draft, these options are going to be more clear. Who's moving, who's shaking, who's going up, who's going down. Free agency is going to make this thing a little more clear too. So right now, just some names to get familiar with. Get them on the tip of your tongue. Get them in your mind. Think about them in the shower when you're scrubbing yourself, because these players could end up in purple.
Yeah, I'm gonna go scrub my sheets.
Yeah, you need to. Maybe put some Dawn soap on there too. Get the grease out. All right, so that's it. Those are third round options for now. We'll talk about it again later. But until then, remember this: smiling makes you look younger.